Set your heart, forgot it. Now that shit going on Molly. Put on a hoe, she got mileage. 100 shots to the body. I'm on that brand new body. She won't do it again. I'm on my friends. Fucking the hoes I can. Got that little hoe European. Got that little hoe European. She said she want me inside of it. Everybody look up behind me. Trying to kill me, I'm trying. Then I'm a fear, so I had enough. I'm in the bands, dirty my car. Fucking on tears, sucking me up. You let me up, eat me for lunch. Yeah, my nigga calling your bluff. Yeah, niggas ain't fucking with us. It's not the heart that I trust. 100 shots to the face, you gon' hush. I asked them what it takes. Fucking that hoe, put that all in the place. We got the money all over the place. I told her fuck up the face. Yeah, roll it, I bust on the face. Tell nigga run me my face. I bet you run like a lake. Fucking that hoe in LA. I'm on that brand new body. Killer ain't good on the body. Set out your heart, forgot it. Bad as she going on Molly. Fuck on that hoe, she got mileage. 100 shots to the body. I'm on that brand new body. She won't do it again. I'm gonna fuck out the friends. Fuck on the hoes I can. Got a little hoe European. Got a little hoe European. She said she want me inside of it. Everybody look up behind me. You trying to kill me, I'm trying to try it. Then I'm my friends, I had enough. I'm in the bands, dirty my car. Fucking on tears, sucking me up. You let me up, eat me for lunch. Yeah, my nigga calling your bluff. Yeah, niggas ain't fucking with us. It's not the heart that I trust. 100 shots to the face, you gon' hush. This is sad songs, way on. Just get back, bro. I ain't know you that long. When I'm back up, dirty sip my beat on. And your hoes on. Got me chain on. Got my chains on. And my gun shot. Yeah, money hoes get my like my bitch. All your money real like Lilo. My shit blowing like Stitch. She asked what I spend it on. Choose my gun, I call my feet. Don't work it out. Got enough money to feed my kid. I got a little red shirt. I'm an ugly mom, take a leg. All your little nigga do is a cabin. They tryna do all the shit that I did. Yeah, all of my bitches be on one. Till I'm not way too far. My brother tell me I got one. I have to die for the guy. Pop in a purple, I'm off one. I don't think I'ma die. I got my gun on my own front. Niggas not better than I am. This is serious songs. Way on my rainbow. Check it back, bro. I ain't know you that long. Run up bag up. 30 sip my beat on. And your hoes on. Diamond chain on. Got my chains on. And my gun shot. off with the flick. For the exposure, I'm already rich from avoiding the closure. I can't ever quit. They know the mansion I live with these people. The next one on company's bigger than this. They say I'm greedy, I think I'm lit. They get a hit and I still never flip. What are you thinking? I care what you think. If I ever see weakness so separately. Show that way harder, not big on your lip. Show me a bar, now I couldn't fix. But your BS around me, I don't make them shrink. I'm at these places, I think what I think. Bitch, I'm not lucky, I know I did. We're ready to meet, now it's time to go harder. I started again, but this time I realize you're right. Am I wrong? Trying to even no come wrong. Even in secret, my focus is sharper. I stick to the system, commanding. I can't go and really get system. I like an archer, I put you in classes and then I'm a homie. Them I know ever spend, but that's been cloner. Nothing to share on my story. Power and shoulder when they know I've never been had. But sometimes I feel it's not for me. So I'm alive for a few months, I'm never gonna vanish. I'm still alive and I'm comfy. Step off the plane to some sides I'm not understanding. I spend my life on the country. Most of the time I'm in places I don't speak the language. She's stepping in my Emirates team. Turn off my team. We used to hide gym with a team. Wasn't like drop with a team. Bring the action like team. Like when we gonna catch him team. If we attack, it's team. Stepping in my Emirates team. Turn off like team. We used to hide gym with a team. Wasn't like drop with a team. Bring the action like team. Like when we gonna catch him team. If we attack, it's team.
Bitches in the studio.
It's like all the time, yeah. I'm gonna be in a stereo. It's a casino and we gon' make some dough. Turn the fucking bass, bitch, let's roll. I'm from the jump, I have to let you
Hold on. Replay the thing, man. Got my chains on, and I'm like doing the show. Yeah, know me always get by like a bitch. All your money red like Lilo, my shit blue like Stitch. She asked what I spend it on. Choose my girl, cause I'm fit. I don't have to work it out. Got enough money to feed my kid. I gotta have my ration. I'm a number one, take on the meal. All you really do is a cat. They tryna do all the shit I did. Yeah, all of my bitches be on one. Tell me I'm way too fine. My brother tell me I got one. I'm the guy for the guy.
I'm in a bitch, I'm off on. I don't think I'ma die. I got my gun on my own phone. Niggas not better than I am. This is serious song. Sway up on me, check it back, bro. I ain't know you that, man. Run up back, dirty shit out there. Hey, yo, got a chain, got my chains on. It's not a good shot.
Run the whole thing back, man. Hold on. We're running this shit back.
I'm on that brand new body. Kill 'em ain't doing a body. Sit out your heart, forgot it. Bad as shit going on Molly. Fuck that hoe, she got mileage. 100 shots to the body. I'm on that brand new body. She gon' do it again. I was a fuck with friends. Fucking the hoes I can. Got it, love her European. Got it, love her European. She said she want me Saturday. Everybody whip up behind me. They tried to kill me, I thought I was trying. They ain't my friends, I had enough. I'm in the Benz, don't get my car. Fucking on 10, so let me up. You let me up, eat me for lunch. Yeah, my nigga calling your bluff. Yeah, niggas ain't fucking with us. It's not the heart I trust. 100 shots to the face, he gon' hush. It's the heart I taste. Fucking that hoe in the place. We got that money all over the place. I just wanna fuck up my face. Yeah, rolling, I bust on the face. Fucking the rap in my face. Bitch, you wet like a lady. Fucking that hoe in LA. I'm on that brand new body. Kill 'em ain't doing a body. Sit out your heart, forgot it. Bad as shit going on Molly. Fucking that hoe, she got mileage. 100 shots to the body. I'm on that brand new body. She wanna do it again. I'm gonna fuck my friends. Fucking the hoes I can. Got it, love her European. Got it, love her European. She said she want me Saturday. Everybody whip up behind it. They tried to kill me, I thought I was trying. They ain't my friends, I had enough. I'm in the Benz, don't get my car. Fucking on 10, so let me up. You let me up, eat me for lunch. Yeah, my nigga calling your bluff. Yeah, niggas ain't fucking with us. It's not the heart that I trust. 100 shots to the face, he gon' hush.
Alrighty, boys and girls, welcome to the video. Now, what is this video gonna be about? That's a good fucking question. I hate that when I'm recording with my phone, I have to look at the side of the camera to look into the camera, into the phone. Alright, I'm just being retarded, but today I will be giving the ultimate harem guide off the dome. How do you get a harem? Well, it's very simple. You need 3 things: looks, frame, aura/charisma. With those 3 things, this world is yours. The gals will submit. That's right, I said submit. I don't water down my verbiage. I don't water that shit down. Submit to me. Submit. Submitting isn't a bad thing, and it isn't a state. Women aren't in a state of submission to you. But to be your wife in a successful relationship, they should submit to you. That's right, I said what I said. I said what I said, nigga. So, with those three things, and the fourth one, which is the most important one, not giving a fuck. You need these three things and the fourth one. All of these three things are very important, but the fourth one is just the absolute necessary last one. You need to not give a fuck. Flirt with the girls all at the same time. Life ain't that deep. See, the thing is, you could get arrested or charged. Harassment, whatever. But it will only happen if you are the 5 like me, or you are insecure. If you just never back down, you're not gonna lose. Don't take that in the wrong way. If a girl likes you, but other people are saying you're harassing her, you don't back down. Now, if the girl herself gets convinced that you're harassing her, then you back down. And then it wasn't meant to be, because she's just like all the rest of the girls. It's an annoying thing about girls. Their malleability. Pretty fairly annoying, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, pretty fairly annoying. But the girls... See, this is an interesting thing. This is why in my Satsuki post, if you read that, I said that attraction is in black and white. The girls that are malleable are feminine girls, but those girls aren't keepers. See, many women will turn a girlfriend on the boyfriend, or they will turn... Well, actually, it's mostly they'll turn the girlfriend on the boyfriend. If they don't like the boyfriend, they don't like that the girl is spending time with the boyfriend, they don't... Just like all this shit, right? They will all convince the girl that the boy is a bad person, or he's harassing them, or blah 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 blah. They will try to convince the girl that the boyfriend is a bad person. And it is very likely that the girl will get convinced, because that's just how women are. But if she does get convinced, and she starts being resentful or whatever, you just leave and never talk to her again. I will say something a bit egotistical. One of the reasons I say that my skyline... God, I just cannot say that word. Skyline harem. Skyline harem. Skyline harem. Skyline harem. That's right, they're my harem. They're my harem. One of the reasons I say my skyline harem are wife-worthy women is because they watch these videos. And so, let's just say that a bunch of girls were going to try and convince one of the girls in my skyline harem that I'm a bad person. Now with this video, it wouldn't happen. Right? And honestly, at this point, like, I don't think they're that, like, I just, like, Jesus chose them for me for a reason, so. And one more thing. I don't think that I'm better than anybody or any woman or anything like that. But in a successful relationship, there's got to be a leader. And that leader is going to be me. Should be the guy. I'm not actually cocky in my heart. Like I am. I'm a cocky guy, but really, I'm not. You might be thinking, there's no way this guy is saying that he's not cocky. That's exactly what I'm fucking saying, nigga. You know that character from Stranger Things, Max's older brother, the jacked blonde dude with a fat ass? There is a difference between me and that guy. Guys like that also get women, but they're just complete assholes. I'm actually not an asshole at all. At all. I just say truths, and truths are often dark and harsh. But I'm actually not an asshole at all. I'm a fucking lover boy. I am a lover boy. Women know I'm a fucking lover boy, bro. You want me to say something that might make me sound creepy? I've got the fucking Skyline yearbook in my room. And every day, before I sleep, I open up the yearbook, look at the pictures of my wifey smiling, smile, pray for them, close the book, and then sleep. Like, niggas don't actually know how nice of a person I am. Just because I don't say anything, I just do most of my nice things in private. See, I said not trying to sound creepy, but I just don't. I wouldn't sound creepy to my harem because I know I'm not. They know I'm not a bitch boy. For better, sorry, not for better, for lack of a better word. For lack of a better term, I just use bitch boy because I don't know what else to say. See, if a bitch boy was going through the yearbook and just looking at girls' pictures, yeah, that would be kind of creepy, but nah. I don't care if niggas think I'm weird for that. I'll look at the yearbook and smile at my wifeys and pray for them. Okay? I do whatever the fuck I want to. You think I'm weird for that? You can suck my dick. Actually, I don't want you sucking my dick if you're a guy. That's a bad insult, bro. Suck my dick, nigga. No. Don't fucking suck my dick. Please don't do that shit. Unless you're a woman. Anyway, enough with the sexual talk. And by the way, I don't do anything weird. Sexual thoughts don't actually enter my mind. I don't have any sexual fantasies. Haven't watched porn in years, haven't jacked off in years. So yeah. And that doesn't mean I can't be a beast in bed. But guys, us guys at the top just like, who the fuck jacks off? Nobody at the top jacks off. Winners don't jack off. Scarlord doesn't jack off. Andrew Tate doesn't jack off. Tristan Tate doesn't jack off. Sneeko doesn't jack off. Literally everybody that I know doesn't jack off. Winners don't jack off. So if you jack off, it's like, please fucking stop. It's fucking pathetic. I don't understand, like, actually, I think 99% of men know that it's pathetic. And I'm glad. I'm glad that we're in a state where most men are trying to quit jacking off. Or most men know that jacking off is a bad habit. Rather than people not thinking that jacking off in porn is a bad habit, because it fucking is. Not only is porn the oxy is getting to me now, I'm just kidding. Those were vitamin C pills, by the way. And the drink was just water. Porn is poison. Don't watch any porn or hentai or anything like that. If you looked at my anime list, you'll see there were some ecchi animes. I watched those when I was like 15. Okay, give me a fucking break. Anyway. Porn is poison, fucks your brain. Makes you objectify women in your minds. Makes you have way more sexual thoughts than you should. It literally just corrupts your brain. Porn literally just corrupts your brain. And then when you become a slave to jacking off, to fucking uncontrollably just beating your dick until you get post-nut clarity and you get depressed. Jacking off is just a cycle of shame. And if you don't feel shameful about jacking off, that's even worse, because it just means you just don't realize that you're pathetic. Fucking lowers your testosterone. It's not normal, bro. Not only does it's not even that it just lowers your testosterone, bro. Fucks your dopamine. There's just better things to do with your time than jacking off. It's, I'll just open up on this video. I started jacking off at 13. And I quit around 17 and a half. But I wanted to quit at 15. When I realized that, like, oh shit, this stuff is fucking my brain. And it's fucking my confidence. And it's fucking my aura. Not jacking off gives you aura. People be wondering how I be just getting all these women, right? Well, actually, look here, look there, there's no fucking woman, right? But in the DMs, and in a spiritual sense there is, right? I could be getting a shit ton of women right now. I'm just focusing on myself. And there is a shit ton of women lying for me in my future because of relationships that I'm building up right now. Like, My skyline harem is a thing. My skyline harem is a thing. So, yeah. Anything else to say here? Not really. Not really. When you stop jacking off and you stop consuming porn, you just stop getting sexual thoughts. As for withdrawal symptoms, how do you deal with those? Withdrawals are always a tough one. Identity. I spoke about identity in my how to get women, how to be good with women video. Identity. Having shame that you relapsed instead of just moving on will keep you from quitting. Shame creates the cycle. It's fine that you can't cold turkey. You want a cold turkey, but you just can't. That's fine. We can get rid of the ego and slowly reduce the amount of withdrawals. Slowly reduce the amount of relapses that happen within a time frame. And over time, we'll go from 5 relapses a week to 3 relapses a week to 1 relapse a week to no relapses. And you should be proud when you're at that 3 relapse a week, and you should be proud when you get to that 1 relapse a week. Don't give it control over you. It's fine that you can't cold turkey. Porn and jacking off is as addictive as hard drugs. On God. And I've not done any hard drugs, but there are studies that show that. Like, the dopamine that porn gives you is fucking crazy. And jacking off. So yeah. And also, not doing bad habits is not the way. You need to implement good habits. What do good habits look like? Cold showers. I know Andrew Tate doesn't like cold showers, but I'm a big fan. Hobbies. Maybe start learning how to play an instrument, or relearn one that you played in band in school, or whatever, man. Find a hobby. Maybe start making music. What other hobbies are there? Gardening, cooking. If you're a girl and you're watching this, please pick up cooking. Please pick up cooking for me. Be a good chef for me. See, that's the type of thing I fantasize about. I fantasize about having a wife in an apron in the kitchen cooking a good meal for me. But the people with dirty minds watching this video, just imagine me smacking the wife in the apron's ass and hitting her from the back and making her suck it up. So I don't like... This shit really just fucks over your mind, guys. Like, stop. Anyway. Sorry, I just saw some numbers that were really funny. All right. If you're a girl that is a love interest of mine, and I'm a love interest of yours, maybe pick up cooking, please. So yeah, hobbies, gratitude journaling, or just gratitude will rewire your brain. I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that. We're so ungrateful that when we try and think of stuff that we're grateful for, when kids try and do it, it's very difficult. Like, oh, I'm grateful for I'm grateful for this, and I'm grateful for that. Like, it should be, I'm grateful for this because this gives me that. I'm grateful for that because blah 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 blah. I'm grateful for that because blah 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 blah. Gratitude is a thing that I need to work on as well. I really need to work on gratitude. The journaling aspect is writing it into a journal is more powerful. I think so. Meditation is huge. Rewires your dopamine receptors. Makes it easier to focus. Makes you happier. Cures depression. Like, I don't know if meditation itself will cure depression, but it's definitely a big one that can cure depression, if we even believe in this thing called depression. So, yeah. What else here? Exercise, of course. Sorry, I don't even know what the fuck I've said so far, so I'm just gonna stop using my fingers. Exercise, of course. All the studies show that it makes you not only healthier, but also happier. So exercise is fucking huge. You need exercise in your life. It is not superficial. Building muscle is not superficial, first of all. I'm not telling people to go to the gym. I'm not telling girls to go to the gym so that they can fatten up their thighs before I eat them, okay? Exercise is just one of the best things you can do. Going to the gym is not superficial. Only retards and bitch boys think that. But bitch boys and retards are kind of the same, because why would you be a bitch boy if you're a male? It's retarded. Anyway. Like, being a bitch boy doesn't get you anything. So why? Because you want to be lazy. You don't want to man up, so you decide to be a bitch boy. But being a bitch boy doesn't get you anything. You either suffer the pain of development, or you suffer the pain of being at the bottom. Okay. Obviously, diet. I said cooking as a hobby, right? So diet. I'm not going to go hard on diet. I know that carnivore diet is the truth. But just whole foods, if you don't want to do carnivore. Like, we can just start off with whole foods, right? Yeah. Whole foods and high protein and high fats. High fats, high saturated fat, high cholesterol. High saturated fat, high cholesterol. Okay? You don't need to take it from me, just take it from Anthony Chafee, or Paul Saladino, or Ken Berry, or Steak and Butter Gal, or literally any of these people that will cross-reference studies for you Max German, all the Edward Goch. There's everything to show that cholesterol and LDL is good for you. Everything shows it. Everything says it. All the fucking research and literature says it. So, okay. I'm going to move on from that. Education. Of course, education doesn't need to just be school. And I even dropped out, right? But obviously, we're all students of life. Education is always a must. We should always be learning. Doesn't necessarily need to be through books, but at least through like educational YouTube channels and whatnot, right? And let's try not to... If you want to educate yourself on stuff that won't actually help you in life, that's also fine, because you can be doing that for fun, but you should be educating yourself on topics that will help you in your everyday life. Such as, if you're a girl and you're interested in getting a man, maybe watch YouTube videos on that from men, probably, because women just don't be giving honest dating advice. If you're a guy, ironically, if you're a guy, you should not go to a woman for dating advice, because if you want to learn how to catch the fish, you don't go to the fish, you go to the fisherman. But is there any YouTube channels of guys giving girls dating advice? I feel like if there was, it would just be some bitch boy. So I don't actually... So now that I think about it, women just don't... Do women have any good dating role models? Like is there any woman out there just saying like the straight up reality of shit? I don't know. So never... Just forget about that, but like... Learn about beliefs and mindsets that will help you to the top. Top doesn't mean top materialistically, but just to the top of your potential. And humans have never-ending potential. So what I mean by that is at your highest current state. To get to the highest possible current state. Anyway. Having a mission. Let's get serious about life, guys. Mate. Have a mission. This one is more for men, but perhaps for women too. Here's just a huge one. Don't be nearsighted. Don't be nearsighted. See, a lot of men are not nearsighted. Yeah, I'm going to be sexist. A lot of men are not nearsighted because we grow up in reality from the get-go, and we experience and observe dark and harsh things. Women are given princess treatments, and so they become nearsighted. Maybe I shouldn't block the Son of Jesus Christ. See, because all of the women, the older women that know about me, not all of them, but a lot of them, will see that picture of 3 of my Skyline harem girls having blocked me, and they'll just be like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck are these girls doing? Real talk. Like, what the fuck? This guy could become a billionaire and these girls have him blocked. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Why are they so nearsighted? You need to think long term. You don't want to be 30 or 40 or 50 living with 3 cats. Think long term. Most women don't do it. And then you'll end up sad and depressed and feminists with blue hair. It's your fault. Men don't suck, you do. There's no good men in this world. No, you were just nearsighted. You focused on short-term pleasure instead of doing things that would make you appeal to that guy, to the G, to the one. Life is brutal, y'all. A lot of you women have fantasies about the prince, but the prince would never entertain you. There are girls that are more attractive, smarter, just like everything. So, character max. Be able to handle more than the girl that's hotter than you. Wife max. This girl can be hotter than you, smarter than you, like literally like everything, right? Bigger ass, everything. But if you character and you wife max, then somebody that's actually that guy will pick you because they can sustain a relationship with you. Right? If your character impresses them and you have traits that are superior to the girl that is hotter than you, he will pick you. Traits is generic, but surely y'all are not stupid enough to not know what I'm talking about. Just generic traits like accountability, maturity, like all these things. Whenever I'm listing off examples, I only give like 2 because I'm just doing all this shit off the dome. And like, if that girl doesn't know how to cook, but you do, right? Husbandos. Your future husband is looking for this type of shit while you're all fucking around in college. So, yeah. Don't take that too harshly. Anyway. If I was a woman, shit would be so easy for me to get the men that women fantasize about. If I was a girl, I could do it. But these women don't understand that it is completely different from men. A lot of women don't understand that. They think it is easy to be the Mr. Casanova that gets women. Fuck no. Bro, I'm 1 in a billion, bro. And look where this shit has gotten me. Fucking cops called on me and everything. Fuck no. If you were a man, you could not get women. 99% of young men just can't get the woman that they want. Men are looking for older women. Sorry. Women are looking for older men that have the money, that have everything. Older men just have literally, older men are literally just superior to younger men. Look-wise, like even look-wise, there's a fine line. Maybe you start looking worse once you hit 35, if you haven't been, like, yeah. But if you're taking care of yourself, like, even then it's like, maybe you'll actually start to see a dip when you start hitting 40 as a guy. But if you've been actually taking care of yourself, then you won't see that dip. But yeah, this has been a very off the dome video. I somewhat don't like off the dome videos because when I'm listing out examples, I just like do like one or two because it's like it would take me like, honestly, I should just take a gap. All right, this is a lesson for me to implement. See, like we need to do this thing where we just observe ourselves and take lessons. That's one thing we all need to do more as humans. Lesson I took from this video while recording it. When listing out examples, give myself time. If I can only think of 2, give myself another 10 seconds and just sit here and stare at the camera and then think of those more examples, because that's better than just listing off 2 examples. All right. That'll be the end of this video. Adapt, evolve, and don't be nearsighted. If I was nearsighted, I wouldn't be where I am today. And you might be thinking, well, you're broke and you're saying you're broke and all this shit, but I've made moves. And honestly, it's hard to say if those moves will pay out just because of the shit I have on my Instagram, like of like the Emily shit, of like me at the millennials and stuff, and all my ex shits. But I've also made moves that will help the moves work out. I've been playing a long fucking chess game, and when I get rewarded, it's gonna just like fucking slam me. I'm just gonna get like millions of dollars and shit. Like, it's just gonna like, I'm not gonna get one day I'm gonna be here and the next day I'm gonna be fucking like there. It's just gonna fucking slam me because I've been playing this long ass chess game with no fucking rewards. And then all of a sudden I'm just gonna get checkmate and then everything is just gonna be like blam, bro. And people are gonna be like, who the fuck is definitive? Like, everybody's just gonna know definitive. So, yeah. Also, if you think that I take any gear or anything, like, you're just being fucking stupid. I've been training at the gym for 2 years. This is barely any muscle for 2 years. It wasn't a fully consistent 2 years. I went to Japan. There's a bunch of shit that happened in my life, but it's been like a good 2 years of training. And I have, let's see. Actually, no, I can't. I'm wearing, yeah, okay, whatever, never mind. But yeah, I won't reveal the build, but not taking any fucking steroids or anything, bro. I don't have that much muscle. So, yeah. Alright, cool. It's crazy that people think I'm taking steroids, bro. That is fucking ridiculous. Also, Scarlord isn't taking anything. Bro's just got fucking godly genetics. Hamza, I think he took some testosterone. None of these people are taking steroids, guys. And neither am I. Bro, if you think I'm taking steroids, bro, you need to like, bro. Alright, whatever. Alright, goodbye. Adios, amigos. Mwah. Oh shit, I did that Hamza thing where I kissed you at the end of the video. Shit, I can't be Hamza clone 69420. I need to think of a different ending. Mata ao toki ga kuru made. No, I didn't say it right. Take deep breaths on dates. Deep breaths. are such a savior. Just take deep breaths on dates if you're nervous. They help with frame. Women are attracted to deep breaths. All right. Anyway. また会う時が来るまで